Okay, so if my x is greater than negative 1 over 12, it's the same thing. Negative 1 over 12. That'll be an open circle. It'll go to the right to represent everything that's bigger. All right, so that will help you with number 16. A through F. All right, so we're determining the average of a particular set of items. All right, so for instance, if you're trying to determine the average score on a test, and this could be for your final score in class or something like that. So if you got an 80 on the first test, a 70 on the second test, a 95 on the third one, you have one more test to take, but you want your grade in the class to be at least a 90 because you want an A. All right, so at least means what? Remember, that is inequalities. That's something that we went over in section 1 and section 2. So that means that my scores, average, need to be greater than or equal to 90. That's how you actually write the solution set, right? Okay, so for us to even know how to solve this, because the whole purpose of this is I need to figure out what do I have to get on my fourth test to make sure I get at least an A in the class, or if it's even possible. So let's see. All right, so first we're gonna add the rest of the items up. So we have 80 plus 70 plus 95. I got 245 plus x is greater than or equal to 90. All right, so now all right, the very thing to remember about this is that it includes an average. All right, so that means that we are dividing this number by how many? By 4. So in order for us to get rid of that 4 that's on the bottom, we multiply both sides by 4. So that becomes 245 plus x is greater than or equal to 360, because 4 times 90 is 360. Now we just simply solve for x. We're going to subtract 245 from both sides. And that gives us 360 minus 245 is x has to be greater than or equal to 115, which means it's not possible for this person to get an A in the class, which is a 90 or above, because their other averages are way too low. So that means that their test grade on here will have to be greater than or equal to 115, which means there has to be plenty of extra credit. All right, so with that said, you guys should be able to complete number 17 and number 18 for this one. All right, so far I need for you guys to try and complete numbers 1 through 24. So 1 through 24 should be done, and this includes the ones that are already assigned to you. 25, 30, All right, and that's it. Now for number 11, all you're doing is just plugging in the number that they give you for x and just try to solve. All right, so try to do numbers 1 through 24, number 25, and 30. You should also be able to do number 29, A through D. All right, I need for these to be completed. Feel free to work with a neighbor. And I'll see you soon.